Magandang araw po. Ito po si Perlas. Pag-usapan po natin ngayon itong mga legal na mga pamamaraan patungkol dito sa yung pagsuspinde ng Comelec chairman doon sa mga nanalo doon sa halala natin 2025. Mas maganda kasi kung yung magtuturo sa atin dito is yung mga lawyer. By the way, ito si AttorNEIL Abayon, isa sa mga YouTuber lawyer na talagang walang bias, but tinuturo niya yung kung ano yung batas natin, ano yung tama. Marami ho tayong matutunan sa kanya. So, kung gusto niyang matuto tungkol sa mga legality, yung mga legal natin sa constitution natin, mga advice, punta po kayo sa channel niya, AttorNEIL Abayon, at marami ho siyang mga videos doon na saan makakakuha tayo ng magandang aral patungkol sa yung mga legal sa ating bansa. So panoorin po natin ito paano niya in-explain itong mga katanungan na can the Comelec suspend the proclamation of winning party list candidates? At yung pangalawa is what are the legal remedies of the Duterte Youth Party List? Meron i-check nyo po yung original video dito. Tingnan nyo lang sa channel niya. Ngayon dito, panoorin lang natin yung part na paano niya in-execute, paano niya in-explain itong katulad na kaso nito sa Comelec.
Yan gawin talaga ng Comelec. We have a law for that actually, and there are already decided cases din po kung saan sinight ng Supreme Court yung batas na yon. So ipapakita ko na lang po yan sa inyo. So for everyone interested po, pwede nyo po i-search tong case na to. This is a 2023 case po, medyo bago-bago pa po to. This is the case of Roberto Pinpin-Uy versus the Commission on Elections, kung saan po dito in-explain ng Supreme Court yung power ng Comelec to suspend candidates who has pending disqualification cases po, at in-explain din po na kung ano yung mga requirements para yun nga magkaroon ng suspension of proclamation. So basically dito po sinight lang ng yung Republic Act number 6646, specifically Section 6, Effect of Disqualification Case. So basahin nyo na lang po yan kung gusto niyo, pero isa-summarize ko na lang po sa inyo. Ang nakalagay po dyan, if for any reason a candidate is not declared by final judgment before an election to be disqualified and he is voted for and receives the winning, in short, nanalo po siya despite the pendency of the election disqualification case filed against him. Ang mangyayari po next ngayon yan is that the court or commission shall continue with the trial. In short, continue po yung Comelec. However, pwede po yan upon motion of the complainant or any intervenor made during the pendency thereof order the suspension of the proclamation of such candidate whenever the evidence of his guilt is strong. Okay? So kung meron pong disqualification filed against a candidate, tapos during the pendency natapos na yung election, tapos nag-motion po yung complainant dun na regarding the suspension of proclamation, pwede po yan isuspend ng Comelec talaga as long as po the evidence of his guilt is strong. And although hindi nakalagay dito, kailangan din of course sundin pa rin yung mga due process requirements. So kung titingnan po natin, di ba currently there are two party lists whose proclamations were suspended. Number one is yung sa Duterte Youth, at pangalawa naman po yung sa BH or sa Bagong Henerasyon Party List. However, sa BH Party List po, kung magsa-search po kayo ngayon online, it would appear ngayon na na-dismiss na yung disqualification case against them due to a technicality. Hindi po na-serve sa BH Party List yung copy of the documents of the case. Therefore, dinismiss ng Comelec without actually touching on the merits. Okay, so yan po yun. In short, when the evidence of guilt is strong and there is a proper compliance with due process procedure, pwede po masuspend yung proclamation talaga ng winning candidates, which also includes party list candidates. Okay? So ngayon, ang next question lang po natin sa issue na to, di ba, final po nila Chairman Cardema ng Duterte Youth is that they are alleging there was grave abuse of discretion on the part of Comelec, kaya nag-certiorari po sila all the way straight to the Supreme Court. So ang kailangan po ma-establish clearly doon nila Chairman Cardema para nga mapakita nilang may grave abuse of discretion or grabing pang-aabuso ng kapangyarihan kapangyarihan yung COMELEC is unang-una po dapat mapakita nila na yung evidence of their guilt naman is hindi malakas. In short, mahina po yung ebidensya nung kaso, yung disqualification case na final against them, okay? So unang-una po dito kung makikita natin sinabi ng Duterte Youth dito is that COMELEC mentioned that due to serious itong due to serious allegations, dito ngayon papasok yung evidence of guilt is strong, more or less. Parang ganun po yan. So ngayon, ang main contention dito ng Duterte Youth is that if the allegations of Kabataan Party List were really very serious in 2019, why did COMELEC allow Duterte Youth Party List to number 1, assume Congress in the 2019 elections, and number 2, be elected again in 2022 and be elected again in the 2025 elections? Okay? So ito nga po, yung very serious dito can be correlated dun sa evidence of guilt is strong na requirement ng batas po na in-explain ko sa inyo kanina. However, ang problem lang po sa argument na ganito nila Chairman Cardema is meron na po kasing decided case din yung Supreme Court kung saan pwede aksyonan pa rin ng korte yung registration process po ng isang party list despite na po kung nanalo na sila ng ilang elections. At yung case po na yan is yung Anwaray case versus COMELEC. So nangyari po doon yung Anwaray is meron ding mga election law violations previously, tas despite that they won several elections. Tapos eventually tinanggal po ng COMELEC yung registration nila or kinancel yung registration due to the previous election violations nila. Tapos pag akyat po nila sa Supreme Court, inaffirm po ng Supreme Court yung pag-cancel, which is valid naman daw kasi yung power to cancel a registration is with the COMELEC. Okay? However, dun po kasi sa Anwaray case na yon, it was already clearly established na may election law violations talaga yung Anwaray, kaya kinancel po yung party list registration nila. Ang pinagkaiba lang po niyan dito ngayon sa case ng Duterte Youth, wala pa naman pong decided case talaga as to the allegations against them regarding violations of election laws. Okay? So as long as po madepensahan talaga ng Duterte Youth yung mga allegations against them, they will survive this disqualification case against them. Okay? So ngayon punta naman po tayo, isa-isa tayo dun sa mga allegations na talaga against the Duterte Youth Party List. So yung unang allegation against them is that they allege that Duterte Youth Party List is not registered in the COMELEC. So ang sagot dito ng Duterte Youth is that answer, that is not possible. COMELEC will not allow a non-registered entity to join in the elections. The Supreme Court even ruled on it when the same petitioners raised it. The Supreme Court. The SC dismissed them in 2020. So, ang problem po dito, tinry ko i-search tong case na to kasi gusto ko sana makita kung ano talaga yung reason ng Supreme Court kung bakit dinismiss at kung ano yung allegations talaga nung Kabataan Party List. Ang problem lang po, hindi rin po lumalabas sa Supreme Court to. Hindi ko makita tong case na to But yung mangyayari po kasi dito, since it is the petitioners themselves who are alleging na hindi sila registered, so sila yung may burden yan to establish that in court. So currently, ang presumption po dito is in favor of Duterte Youth, diba? Since they were already able to participate in the party list elections, therefore, ang presumption is they are validly registered. So yun po yung status currently dito sa number 1. However, of course, if the petitioners dito of the DQ case can present sufficient evidence na mapakita na hindi talaga registered, yun po ngayon matatalo yung presumption of regularity in favor of Duterte Youth. Okay? Yung next naman pong allegation against them is that they allege that Duterte Youth Party List is vote buying when it promised to the people that it will not corrupt a single peso and will devote all its funds to the people. So ito po, nakita ko rin to yung interview or yung press ko ni Chairman Cardema kung saan mas inexplain pa niya to yung context talaga kung ano yung nangyari dito. So kung ako po tatanungin, based on the explanation of Chairman Cardema lang po, it would appear to me po is that political speech po yung ginagawa niya doon. Hindi yun siya speech to induce actually parang promise of vote buying. Kasi kung isipin po ninyo, if you are a public servant like that of a party list, diba? A party list is also a group who wants to serve the people kung ma-elect sila. So syempre, kung public servant ka po, yung purpose naman talaga ng funds ng office mo is para gamitin for public service. That is the very essence po of public office. Meaning na yung pera mo, yung pera ng opisina mo, dapat talaga gamitin mo yun to serve the public and not for your own personal interest. So kung ako po tatanungin yung ganitong statement po nila Chairman Cardema, this is simply a political speech po yan. And political speech po is protected by our right to free speech. Okay? So yun po yung tingin ko dito. Again, this is just a political speech na medyo na ano na lang ba, na overblown na pinasok into vote buying. Okay? And then yung next allegation naman po against them is that they allege that Duterte Youth Party List is promoting violence when DYPL, Duterte Youth Party List po to most likely said it will help the AFP and PNP in neutralizing the PA and its allies and other very similar baseless allegations raised against the Duterte Youth Party List but until now cannot be proven by these crazy accusers. So parang galit na galit din po talaga yung Duterte Youth dito, no? Pero anyway po, kung titingnan nyo kasi dito, AFP and PNP in neutralizing the PA, its allies. That is not promoting violence po if you ask me. Kasi kung tatandaan po natin, NPA is a body po yan or an institution or a group of individuals who is already internationally recognized as, diba? And of course, ano ba trabaho ng AFP and PNP? Una-una po yung AFP, that is our military po yan, yung mga sundalo natin. Yung main function po talaga ng mga sundalo natin is to protect the sovereignty of our country. Okay? And one of the ways to do that is to combat those individuals who want to overthrow the government. And if an organization is declared as internationally declared as ang purpose po ng mag-overthrow ng mga bansa, 'di ba? Therefore, trabaho po talaga ng AFP, labanan yun sila. At yung police naman po, yung main trabaho talaga actually ng police is to handle yung peace and order within the internal affairs po yan ng bansa natin. So in other words po, kung meron pong mga actions na gagawin tong mga PA and its allies that will affect number one yung sovereignty po ng bansa natin or yung peace and order po, yung internal peace and order ng bansa natin, trabaho po talaga ng AFP and PNP to neutralize that and to protect the country and its citizens regarding such actions, okay? Tapos yung Duterte Youth Party List naman po, since from their very advocacy talaga is sinasabi nila they want to help the military personnel, the police force po natin, yung mga uniform personnel po natin. So kung sa ganyan po, that is part of their advocacy talaga ng party list nila, diba? They are promoting.
So, napakinggan natin yung mga legal basis doon sa situation dito sa Duterte Youth Party List kay AttorNEIL Abayon. So, iba ho yung sitwasyon doon sa inahambing na kaso doon sa Waray. Kasi nga doon, meron na talaga yun silang kaso. Dito sa Duterte Youth Party List, is just an allegation. So, kaya mayroong mayroong pagkakaiba. So, I hope na the Duterte Youth Party List will survive at malagpasan nila itong pagpipersecute sa kanila or I don't know kung ano talaga yung motibo bakit ginawa ito ng Comelec sa kanila. So, 'di ba? Dapat before nila nilagay diyan sa as a running party list doon sa halalan, dapat sidoribunin nila 'yon, 'di ba? Dapat sini-check nila muna 'yon. Kung mayroon mang problema, sana hindi na lang nila pinasali. Kini-clear muna nila yung kung mayroon mang mga kaso na mayroon silang kasong inaharap. So, ba't pa nila pinagpatuloy na patakbuhin doon sa election? Di ba? So, yun yung mga katanungan na yun nga, it's better na the Supreme Court sila yung magdi-decide talaga dito sa kasong ito. Pero yung nga, as a normal mamayan Filipino citizen, mayroon din tayong mga katanungan at mga ganitong klase kung bakit ganito ang nangyayari. Which hindi maganda para sa ating bansa at yun nga. Maraming maraming hindi magagandang maidulot sa ating bansa. Magulo, ganito, dagdag, pera na naman yung may kaso, pera na naman yan ng bansa. Diba? So, ganyan yung dito. Ganun yung mga problema. Dapat sana na-resolve na yan ahead of time. Dapat nabigyan yan ng pansin sa gobyerno kung ano dapat yung dapat gawin nila. Hindi yung palaging hearing is politika, paano ma-put down yung kalaban, di ba? So, yun. So, I hope marami ho tayong natutunan ngayon patungkol dito sa isyong ito At again, pag nagustuhan nyo yung video natin, paki-share and like, and don't forget to subscribe. At kay AttorNEIL Abayon, punta po kayo sa channel niya kung gusto niyo ng mga legal na talagang naaayon talaga sa batas. It's not only opinion but it is more objective. Kasi yung ginagawa natin is more on subjective. Ano yung as a Filipino citizen, nagbibigay tayo ng reaction. Pero sa ganito kasi ni klaseng ni AttorNEIL, it's more on legal. Meron talaga to siyang legal talaga by constitution talaga. At saka more educational yung mga videos ni AttorNEIL. So magandang araw po sa ating lahat ulit. Mag-ingat po tayo lagi. God bless everyone.